The workers in the vineyard. Jesus wanted people to understand what the kingdom of heaven is like, so he told them a parable that went something like this. Once there was a landowner who had a vineyard. He went out at 6 o'clock in the morning and found some workers to work for him. "I will give you 1 shiny coin if you work in my vineyard today," he told the men, and the men said, "That's a deal." The landowner went out again at 9 o'clock in the morning. He found some men hanging about in the marketplace. "I will give you 1 shiny coin if you work in my vineyard today," he said. And the men said, "That's a deal." He went out at noon and found some more men. "I will give you 1 shiny coin if you work in my vineyard today," he told them. And the men said, "That's a deal." Then he went out again at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and found yet more men. "I will give you 1 shiny coin if you work in my vineyard today," he told them too. And the men said, "That's a deal." Finally, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, he found one last group of men just standing around. "Why aren't you working?" he asked them. "Nobody has given us a job," they shrugged. "Well," said the landowner, "I will give you 1 shiny coin if you work in my vineyard today." The men said, "That's a deal," and off they went to join the others. When the day was over, the workers all lined up for their pay. "Pay the last workers I hired first," the landowner told his foreman. So the foreman gave each of the last workers, the ones hired at 5 in the afternoon, 1 shiny coin. Then he paid each of the other workers, the ones hired at 3 in the afternoon, and at noon, and at 9 in the morning, and at 6 in the morning, 1 shiny coin as well. "That's not fair," complained the workers who had been hired at 6 in the morning. "We worked all day in the hot sun, and you have given us the same as you gave the men who started at 5 and only worked for an hour." "It's perfectly fair," replied the landowner. "You agreed to work for 1 coin. That's what I've given you. The men who were hired last agreed to the same thing. That's what I've given them. It's my money. I can do what I like with it. Or are you just jealous because I've been so generous?" And so, said Jesus, in the kingdom of heaven, the first will be last, and the last will be first.